guys, welcome back to the channel. So right here we have John's 04 G35 that we are doing. Well, it's a mess right now, but we're doing a G37 front end conversion. So right now I'm kind of modifying a little bit of the tip right here, folding it down so it could be leveled with the G35 carbon fender, because it has some issues hitting right there, and even though it's already bolted down, it hits the metal one but it doesn't hit the carbon one. So I'm trying to get this one leveled because it was sticking upward like that, and I'm trying to hammer it down, heating it and hammering it so it could be at that level. But on today's video we are going to be working on repinning the headlight harness. So we're going to be taking this apart and rewiring all of these to fit on a G37 headlight, because they are different. They plug right in. The plugs are exactly the same, but the pins are in different locations. So when I did mine on my car, actually I ended up blowing like 5 fuses because I plugged it in, turned on the headlights, and I ended up blowing all those fuses. So I blew the low beam fuse, a high beam fuse, and I forgot what else, but yeah, I blew quite a few of them. The fuse box is somewhere in the back behind the battery, and I had to replace all those. But that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, so again, mocked everything up just to make sure we have even gaps all around. All right, so sun's starting to come out, so we moved the car right here under the canopy. Definitely looking like a G37. Look at that. Yep. All right, so right here we have the original paper that I used, where I wrote down everything that I needed on how to rewire the headlights for my G35 with the conversion. So I was at Stereo One shop and we did the whole rewiring, the lights and all that. So this is how the G37 plug is. So you got the running lights, the high beams, the turn signals, the low beams, and the 2 grounds. That's how it's supposed to be wired. But if you see that on, so a better example to show you guys, we have the G37 headlight right here, G35 headlight right here. So right here, as you guys can see, we have the pins. So it has the top 4, all 4, and then you have those 2 on the side, and then you have that one on the right. And then if you look at the G35 one, let's see if we hold this up the same way. Yeah, it's the same way. You have the 4 on the bottom, and then you have the top 3. All right, so there you have it. So you guys could see side by side comparison how the pins are completely different, but they plug in the same. The connection, the plugs are the same. So instead of having this connection matching the G35, we needed to match the G37. All right, so another good example here that my friend Juan made. He lives out in Colorado. He did his conversion as well. So shout out to him for kind of clarifying this. You see how he put down his fog light on the side right there, how I explained earlier. You have the ground for HID, high beams, regular ground, and then the same thing, running lights, high beams, turn signals, low beams. So that's the same way I had it written down. So all right, so I had to be sure before I actually explained it, but this little black thing, or this little green thing, you have to just, with a small screwdriver, I have 2 really small ones, so I have that one, and then I have this super tiny one that's meant for glasses, for repair glasses. So I use this one, and you just kind of like hook it up and then pull it out, and then it'll slide right out. And then as soon as you've done that, let's see if I could get it closed. All right, so it's kind of hard to see, but if you look at where the metal pins end, you see that little black thing that's kind of holding it in place. You have to lift it upward, and then the pin will slide right out. All right, so here we have it. All the pins are out. Nice. Okay, so right here I have this whole color chart right here of what is what and what's on the driver's side and what's on the passenger side. So driver and passenger, the wires are not all the same. Some of them are different colors. depending on which side you're on. All right, so having the peeper here, the green with white stripe is our turn signal. The red with blue is the quartz running lights. So these are the running lights. The black is ground, the other black is ground too, so you have two grounds. The red with black stripe is low beam, and then the red with yellow is high beam. That makes this one the fog light. So this is going to be the fog light. So we're going to repin all these in the same way how we have them right here. Put the two grounds, put the running light, the high beam, the turn signal, then low beam, and then if I'm guessing he's not gonna, we have the Liberty Walk bumper, so no fog lights go on those. So we're just gonna put the fog light in the bottom pin right here. That try it out. Quartz, and nothing's turning on. Let's try lights. Hey, lights work. Nice, nice. Now let's try high beams. Yep, high beams work too. Very nice. Low beams, high beams. I'm guessing, my best guess, this little bulb up here is out, so that's going to be the running light that it probably needs. It's also the turn signal, so I'll check that right now. If it wasn't for this little tiny screwdriver, this would probably be a lot harder, me trying to figure out how to get these things out. So I'm gonna sit you guys down so you guys can see how I do this by hand, and hopefully it makes it easier for you guys to understand. There you go. Little green thing is out. And then, like I said, behind where the metal pin ends, lift it up and start, pick out your wire and then pull it up. Let's see, come on. First one is out. Same thing with the next one. The way I do it is I just guide it to the back. So I start at the front, guide it to the back, right where it reaches the wire. I just gotta make sure I'm holding the right one. Yep. Kind of hard to do this. I'm trying to show you guys the best way I can. There it is. So you remove all of them, and then this little plug, same little screwdriver, just try to push it out. It's not enough for me to push it out like that, so I just use a second screwdriver and just pop it open. There it is. So you won't need this anymore, or you could just put it wherever you're not gonna use it. So it's usually the bottom third one like that. So there's that. All right, so this is the back of it. So this is how you're looking at it, and this is how it's gonna plug in. So the two grounds go right here. So the solid black one going in first, and that's in. Then the black with the white stripe goes in right after, right next to it. And that is, oh, come on. The same way you take them out is the same way you have to put them in, guys. So just FYI. Yeah. Okay. There we go. And then I forgot that these are different, slightly different colors, because you got a brown, you got a purple, and then you got different colored ones. So on the chart right here, as you guys could see, passenger side, those are the colors, that's what they go to. So running light is the red with blue, so that goes right above the ground, just like so. And then we have a solid red, that's the low beam, and that goes on the far edge on this side. There we go. And then you have this white with green, that's the fog light. So this white with green is going to be the fog light on this one. And then the purple with white stripe is the turn signal. So that goes right next to the low beam right here. There we go. And then the brown with white stripe, high beam. So yeah, this one's a high beam, goes right up top, right above the other ground. And there we go. So this fog light, I am just gonna plug it in to this bottom right here. Same thing on the other side instead of leaving it hanging out. So there we go. Now let's plug in the headlight and see if everything is working according to how it should be. Let's plug this in right here. We're gonna put the quartz, low beams, and high beams. So that's quartz. There we go. Now let's put low beams. Yep. Nice. And let's get the high beams. Yep. High beams work too. Very nice. Now let's get the turn signal. See if it works. Nice, so this turn signal works, the running light works, but unfortunately on this side, turn signal bulb is out and the running time light is out. So, but at least the main actual HID works perfectly fine. After turning on the fog lights, turns out the fog lights do work on the G37 as well. So these headlights are going to be getting sanded down, buffed out, and then clear coated to be made look like new. So that's what we're going to be doing with these. But other than that, the only thing we need to replace is just this turn signal bulb, and it should be good to go. Video right here, guys. The next time we see an update on this is when I take it to Abraham's shop, and he's going to be going over all the details with you guys on how he's going to mold the metal ones with the carbon, mold the flares, and mold the wide body on these fenders as well. All right, just mocked up the bumper again. Let's get the hood down, latched down, latched, and there we have it. Fully working headlights. Hell yeah. That's a way to do it. And again, guys, here's the whole list of all the functions and all the colors of the wires, and then how they're supposed to be wired. So I hope this video was really informative to anyone that is doing this conversion, and you guys will definitely need to rewire the headlight harness if you guys want your headlights to work. So again, thank you guys for always supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.